doesn't matter. Here, I can just boom, done with that. Okay. Don't got a live preview. That's weird. So let's try deleting that one. There we go. Make sure we're up and running. Oh, I actually wanted to, I could just gain the mic a little bit right here. Yeah, that should be good. All right. Yeah, I don't care about Twitter and stuff. Low audio. Okay, cool. Let me just pump that up a little bit. Oh yeah, we're still at 51. Let me pump that up to about 70. See if that's a little better. Yo, welcome. People have been asking this for forever. The old video was real. I might as well just start it. So we're re-ranking our revisited scores. Originally, we had done up to about episode 21 or 22, but that was so long ago. And because of things moving along so quickly, contextually, those things would not make sense anymore. So we're trying to make it make sense now. So if you look here, you will see my original scores for everything. This is all of them. Over here, we have his original scores. We're just going to go through each video, talking about if it still deserves the score, if we want to change it. And if we don't quite remember the things that the person said, we're going to watch a little bit of their video.
Is this the updated ones with the second one?
No, these are the originals.
Okay.
Because I feel like the updated ones, they would change from now anyway. Mm-hmm. And there's no record of it outside of us. So I just went with the originals. Original scores for The Brilliance of Golden Winds. We both rated a -10. Does that stand?
100%.
Absolutely.
Go lower if anything.
Hall of Fame for you?
Nah, it's fine. Wait a second. Wait a second. No, that would be Hall of Fame.
You want to hit it, Hall of Fame?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Okay. So any of the new ones, I'm going to put in parentheses. And then I'll...
Screw that.
So that has become a Hall of Fame for you. I was surprised by how few 10 of 10s we actually had. Because I think there was just a string of what we were doing. It's a
string of ones that make it seem like there's a lot more, but there's not. It's not outrageous.
I think it's like 9 or 10. You know what? I'm going to hit Hall of Fame with you. You know what? You
it
might
has
be
to
right.
be.
Yeah.
It's the classic.
It's the classic. The impact of Dragon Ball, we both gave a 0. I'm going to bump that up to about a -4.
Impact of things has changed everything.
You need to hear a little of it?
So little of that. Yeah, give me a little bit of that. Because that's an early one, and I don't remember too much of it.
It was, we mostly agreed with it. We just went One Piece is better.
To one what you do. One that lets you know to the Monster of the Week formula, as seen in shows like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, He-Man, and Thundercats. This kind of villain had actually been around even longer on Japanese television, coming to prominence in the mid-70s with classic Sentai shows, family-friendly cartoons of this era.
7? Wow, that's a little high.
I don't like eye patch. If I listen back to it, I'm sure it would actually be, but this is just here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, okay, that's understandable. Why Jinbei is more than a character. You gave a 7, I gave an 8.
I'm gonna go... Yeah, bump that up to an 8.
8.
Because that was a really bad one. Not only was it gym-based stuff, it was just excusing it and ugh.
I'm actually going to go even higher and give it a 9. That video is atrocious. Dragon Ball GT, what the hell happened? Both of us gave it a 10.
Yep.
Does it go up for you?
No.
No?
Nope, it's fine.
Okay. That's fair. Team 4-star reviews, One Piece Stampede. Originally, I gave a 4. In the context of the Broly video, I gave a 9. You gave it a 2.
Come on now. That's just wrong. Yeah. Hit me with a 9. Because that's when they just go Broly and they're just clapping over Broly and it's doing basically nothing for half the movie with it's just fights. Just sitting there fighting, man.
Yeah,
and you go, okay, yeah, we understand. You're the DBZ guys, whatever. But then it's just like, yeah, we're not too into One Piece, and Usopp's doing that. I can't be in a crew thing again. And then it's just all this Dragon Ball stuff.
Blowing the Broly stuff.
He's yelling at Goku. That's funny. It's like, didn't that already happen? Was y'all complaints over there? Yeah, that was really, really bad thinking about it.
No one understands Fate in anime. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5. We both gave a -10.
Fate.
You need to hear a little of it?
No, I'm trying to think. Would it be? Yeah, give me a Hall. Give me a little bit of it just to see if it does get Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is it's Nux, and Nux is a special case.
I had a U on that one.
Which essentially means useless, as he fights his opponent. And that's all lovely and shiz. Now, this is...
Oh, crap! When he just goes, it's all about how useless
slangy gang term for...
Yeah, Hall of Fame.
I'm going to stick to my original.
Nah, screw him.
But only because I know Nux can be so much worse.
The only take I disagree with is how y'all stated how Nan Ghost and Hunter x Hunter were bad. Since it feels like a new power introduced out of nowhere and had something. We don't have too much context on the Nan Ghosts. We don't know if those were technically Nan Ghosts. We don't know if Nan Ghosts are a thing that you need to sort of work towards. Let me check out the wiki real quick.
Okay, while he's doing that. Why you should watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5 Golden Wind. You gave a -7. I gave a -7. That sounds about right. It would have been higher if not for the Beach Boy.
I think it was the Nan Beasts.
Nan Beasts. Yeah, that makes more sense because I could not remember Nan.
Yeah,
Ghost.
That's what I was thinking as well. Let's see, because I searched Ghost on the wiki and I'm like, nothing came up. I just want to get this out the way.
It just feels like a whole new power set, but I understand what Kira's talking about because we do see it somewhat with Knuckle and Pito. So it's not necessarily out of nowhere, but it still feels like a poor evolution of the fighting system when Nan Beast can spec into whole different classes than the user. Like it sounded ugh.
So
still looking through Nan Beast?
A Nan Beast, an artificial made from a user's Nin and animated through manipulation. Is this the same thing
as what Pito and them did?
It has not yet been confirmed if an animated construct needs to be conjured or to be classified as a Nan Beast. Have to produce.
I'd say Pito.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, it is. Sure. Whatever. You got us. Oh, revisit us. What would you rate our critiques?
Can Batman beat the Avengers? You gave a 9. I gave a 9.
Wait, I didn't say anything about why you should watch
JoJo's
Adventure with Golden Man. 7 seems apt.
That's why I was like,
can Batman be Avengers? But I give it 9. 9 is fair.
I'm gonna bump it up a little higher to a 9.5.
I'm not going points. Do I ever go points?
Yes, you do.
Oh, whoops. All right.
The genius of Hunter x Hunter. I gave it 8. You gave it 8.
Those two videos kind of run together.
This isn't the boring droning guy.
This is the bad guy.
Mm-hmm. You need to hear a little bit.
Give me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't, so to expect that he will come out victorious through strength is immediately an impossibility. What we instead see is Gon use his mind to figure out ways to succeed in the fights he comes across. And not just Gon, but every other character in the show. It's this creativity that Togashi uses in his
oh yeah, because it's the only thing that ever uses creativity.
To save Kite's life, Gon would not have agreed to wait. Our protagonist has slowly turned into something that resembles less and less what it means to be human. And of course, this contrasts beautifully with Meruem's development from someone who was born useless, born to wreak havoc, born to kill anyone who got in his way, to someone who slowly starts to become
8.
Yeah, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Akira, yes, we believe Hunter x Hunter is overrated. I think Hunter x Hunter is roughly okay until Chimera Ant. I think Chimera Ant breaks a lot of the power system because we get a lot more into contracts. Why are the beasts so strong? Even a question of why is the king even evil? Like,
yeah, he's just born evil.
He's just born to be a bad person. So there's a lot of things that I'm just like, ugh. It's not even like a nature-nurture thing because the queen is not inherently evil. She's just like, feed me people so I can raise my baby. And she's like, I want to give him a name and where is he? I want to see him. So it's not like the queen had like the whole ants. The ants are not inherently evil except when they are.
Yeah. Some of them are just fine. Some of them are just super evil. Meme, the video about if Batman can find light, I remember that. It was either by Seth the Program or Swag Kage, and they use like a composite Batman with all of his knowledge that he's ever done and things like that. And it's like, come on.
It's always composite Batman.
It has to be. It was an interesting little video. I would have preferred if it was just like, look, we're sticking to these power sets and skill sets and knowledge as opposed to just he did this once, so he can do it at any time. I've always kind of hated that.
One Piece is kind of overrated too. Sure. I think people say it is the greatest world in fiction. I don't necessarily know if I believe that. It's the greatest world I've ever read, but I think One Piece is pretty overrated. There's nothing wrong with being overrated or underrated or anything. It just means a lot of people think One Piece is like a 10 or a 9 when it might be like, they think it's 10 when it might be like a 9, 9.5 or something. The pace of the Chimera Ant arc does drag out a bit, but really, bro, the arc was great. What are you talking about? I see your points. I'd have to go through the entire thing. One day, I'm probably going to do a video on the Chimera Ant and why I feel it's so overrated and just not a very good arc. We'll see.
Tune in a couple days when we hit Mark.
Margon, I wanted to jump into One Piece, anime or manga. If you need the anime and you're fine with subs, go through One Piece, which is like a fan-made Dragon Ball Kai. If you are a dub person, just watch the dub. The dub is great. It'll get you through it. I prefer the manga, and for new people, I prefer the colored manga.
Yeah, I'd say if you want to know if you're gonna like it, I'd say go straight into the manga because you can read 10 chapters of manga in an hour and a half, 2 hours tops, as opposed to that's what, like 3. That's a good number of actual episodes. So if you're going, I don't know if I'm actually gonna like this, as opposed to I'm gonna get through all of this, go manga. Switch and swap if you want to. If there's any hype moments that you like and you want to see how it's done in anime, switch over there. Your choice. Whatever you got time for.
Hunter x Hunter is a masterpiece. You gave an 8. I gave a 9.
That was the boring one.
Yes.
That way, we both have problems with boring. Can I get a little? Can you spin the records on that a little bit?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hunter x Hunter nailed it. Do we have that in the?
No.
Is that it right there?
Oh, that is absolutely it.
Probably could have
Gon
just
literally sacrificed his own arm in the arc before, and always puts his health and life on the line. His victories from these fights are more of a hindrance to him now than a good thing.
Yawn! Shut up! Oh yeah, he had the 3 points, and this was mostly a Chimera and arc. Bump it up.
Bump it up.
Just to a 9.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. Gold Experience Requiem isn't a Deus Ex Machina. You gave a 9. I gave a 9. 9.5 for me.
Why the 0.5?
Because I listened to it recently, and he straight up looks at the dictionary definition of it and goes, "I'm gonna ignore 80% of that."
He does do that.
You want to hear a little of it?
I'm against 0.5s, and I'm going to amend any 0.5s that I give. Mm-hmm. So I'm sticking with a 9.
Okay. The Perfection of Giorno Giovanna, I gave a 9.5. That becomes a 10.
Listen to it recently.
You gave it a 10 already.
All right. Good man. See, I know what I'm talking about sometimes.
Why you should watch Hunter x Hunter. I said X. Hunter x Hunter. You said 9.5. I said 9.
Which one is that?
The very first eye patch wolf. It got half a point because he named some bad things about Hunter x Hunter. Mm. And that was it for you. It got a full point from me. It got half a point from you.
Okay. Bump it down to a 9.
There you go.
I can't wait to get back to Hunter x Hunter. That's going to be fun.
Why I love Batman v Superman.
Go ahead and put that in the Hall of Fame. go ahead and put that in the Hall of Fame. Because that was just a pure and simple fluff. Just talking about feelings, and I had to go back and watch all of Zack Snyder's bullcrap to fully understand. Shut up!
And then I saw him as a monster ruining my thing until he lost his daughter, and it's like, no, screw you.
Are we gonna be?
I'm looking at it right now.
Okay.
Read Boruto. It is Akira. Stop trolling. Stop memeing.
I mean, it kind of is. Yes, kind of is.
Also, are y'all going by how higher the score is, the more bad it is? Yes, the higher the score, the worse it was. That's the negative system.
Yeah.
If it's a -1, it's very good, roughly. If it's a -10, it is awful. Broly, Dragon Ball Super. Whoa! You already have it at 10.
Oh, all right. That was yours.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like, no, what am I thinking?
I'm gonna
just homeboy just going, it's perfect. In the beginning, yo, get that trash out of my face. I don't need to hear it's perfect when it's not. That movie was bad. They are huge Dragon Ball fans, which is fine. That's gonna call how you see it. That's fine. You do you. If you just like, it's a Dragon Ball movie. It's got some semblance of characters. It's got some semblance of plot, and it's more than other things. And you go, it's good. You rock it. But you have to come out of the Dragon Ball mindset and go, as a movie, this kind of bad. Because he had half a movie of characterization and personality and all that stuff. And then it just is dropped when he becomes a rage monster.
Mike, speaking of big, yeah, I could turn that down for you with the game. Oops, let me look at the back. Yep, there we go.
Hopefully, how's that? Up, that.
Yeah. Hopefully that's fine. Alex A, there's a video by DBZ Imran called Hunter x Hunter Chimera Ant Arc, the best anime arc. Have you seen it?
The problem with that is
it's by Ran.
It's by Ran. And he also he went through all of Hunter x Hunter, just doing his DBZ Imran stuff of just synopsis. We listened to it a little bit and we were just like, synopsis. What can we do? Yes, it's bad. Yes, it's DBZ Imran. maybe one day if we're never gonna run out of videos
ever.
Not even Hunter x Hunter videos. We've got so many Hunter x Hunter videos that it's like, I guess we could just one day just like, we need to just hit MRAM again because he's a bum.
But I can't. It was pure synopsis.
I completely understand.
My God.
I understand. But I wouldn't be opposed to a Chimera Ant arc.
Yeah. More Chimera Ant arc is always good. Alfonso, what's up? What are we doing? We're re-ranking our old rankings to try to either up some scores or knock down some of these negative 10s. It's not going well because we're giving more negative 10s than before. Naruto nails where everything fails. Negative 10 for me. Negative 10 for you.
That's fine.
That stands.
Don't need to go home.
Why you should still watch Hunter x Hunter. 8 for you. 8 for me.
That was a bit more touchy-feely.
And I'm glad I got into YouTube. Thanks, Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, that wasn't too much about Hunter x Hunter itself. That's fine.
In fact, I think I'll even bump that down a peg to a 7. DSP tries it, debunking 7 years of slander. 0, 10, and everything in between. There's no way to rank that.
Absolutely. Moving on.
It's our favorite thing ever. Dragon Ball and narrative. Why power level debates are stupid. Negative 10 for you.
Negative 10 is fine. I understand where you're going with it. I understood that as soon as I saw it. I understood it. Any particular reason? Like any quotes or any sort of like... Because it was a pretty good video overall. Bump it down to a negative 3.
When power levels are thrown out to an acceptable degree, it's like some of the best stuff in Dragon Ball.
What are you here for? What are you watching this for? Hey, Marco.
Yeah, the power level one was so bad.
I don't think it was that bad. That was your smoking gun. That's not my fight. I understand it's a bad video.
You really need to re-listen.
I understand it's a bad video, but that's your fight. I'll put my hands up on that one. I'll stick it with the 10.
Persona 5, style over substance. Hall of Fame, negative 10 for both of us. That stands.
Yeah, what else could we do?
ReZero is a masterpiece. You fight me. 9 for you, 8 for me.
Give it a 10.
Wow, really? You're bumping it
I listened to it recently. Because somebody had left a comment about how we didn't understand Subaru's character. And I'm listening back.
Of that crap.
I listen back, I'm like, I explained pretty clearly everything that I thought about Subaru in the thing, because he talked about Subaru a lot. And then he starts talking about the light nobles and crap. It's like, that's not what we're here for. It's a really bad video. Mm-hmm. Mother's Basement is... I did not...
This is why I'm so, less harsh on Eye Patch Wolf these days. Because I'm starting to come around that Eye Patch Wolf is roughly okay.
Yes. He's inoffensively bad.
Mother's Basement is horrible.
He's so digestible. He's so just like, this is an anime YouTuber that people just eat him up. It's like, this is what you go to. He's really bad.
The only thing that hurts Mark is that he's not very ingrained in media. Yeah, he's not enough ingrained. He's got 17 series under his belt, and he's just like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, he does blind reviews and things like that, whereas Mother's Basement, he breaks down certain characters and moments and stuff. He has a 20-minute video on the Tanjiro versus Rui fight.
For what?
For what? Because it's pretty. What can he...
Yeah, he just needs some more under his belt. The Svit video you guys covered was still the worst ever. It's very close. To me, the worst ever is still the Nuxtaku. The Fairy Tail one.
I will not fault anybody for believing so. It's a Coke or Pepsi thing. It's some days I feel like a Coke, some days I'm a Pepsi man. I'm not gonna say either way, but I will say the nuts thing hit in a special way.
Yeah, Mother's Basement is very trend surfy.
Yeah.
He likes doing that. He's like, oh, My Hero's popular. Here you go.
I'll watch it. I'll make money off of it. I'll say I like it because people like it and move on.
I'll say I dislike it because people dislike it. Move on. Spit is terrible. His Yu-Gi-Oh vids are bad. I will be watching that someday. I don't know if I'm going to do it for a revisit it. That's the only reason I haven't started watching it already.
I watched his Yu-Gi-Oh videos years and years ago, and I didn't know about them. I kind of liked them. I don't know how well they hold up because I watched because he does everything wrong with season 1 of
yeah.
And it's not like ding ding. It's going, no, this card doesn't work like this because of this.
I mean, yeah, because they didn't have the rules and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll live stream it and see if it's worth it. We'll just be like, you know what, this isn't good enough. We'll just drop it, and that'll be the end of that.
Yeah, maybe it's a boring day when we don't feel like recording or something.
Yeah.
In the middle of a Naruto month or something, because we got some chunky videos, because we're hitting those freaking Talk No Jutsu. It's sort of like a 2-part video from 2 friends, and if you look at I just dropped my phone.
Yeah, I see.
I'm a fool. If you look at the actual thumbnails, it's Naruto looking one way and his orange background and Sasuke looking another way and his blue background, and they sort of mush together because they're friends and they sort of like collaborate on the video and sort of like so it's that. So we're probably gonna, I don't know if we're gonna do one or both because we really haven't discussed what we're gonna do.
We should do both if it's a collaborative type thing and a thing that
it's just that they're both so long.
They're both long.
But yeah, Naruto month is going to be a chunky one, so we're probably going to break that up with some live streams or something like that.
I think the worst video y'all ever covered was Perfection of Giorno Giovanna and the Demon Slayer we just did.
Really? The Perfection
was horrible.
Really bad.
He compared him to Jesus.
The only thing is it was a little tongue in cheek, and also it wasn't long enough. With length comes a lot more bad arguments.
Yeah.
So, I can understand that as well. Especially if you I don't like part 5 and you're going, this homeboy is perfect, which he kind of is.
I think
the arguments are bad.
I think the spit is still the worst. The more I watch it, the more bad I find.
Wait a second. Why are you watching it over and over? Stop.
They're probably watching us
one and
through
done.
it. No.
I watched that mug twice. I can't watch that without getting pissed off. Dude is bad.
That's probably what does it. Because every time they watch it, I'm having fun. But my God, I'm getting pissed and spit. Yeah. And it's terrible.
Yeah.
Have y'all considered making streams where you read a new manga, watch a new series, or play a new game and give your thoughts on it? I have thought about that. I've thought about creating a series called Webcomic Wednesdays, where I just look at webcomics on Wednesdays. My thoughts on them, what I like about them, what I dislike about them, why you should read them. And that'll be the end of it. Maybe we will do some type of blind thing in the future, but right now, there's no plans.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to go back to this.
Yeah. Black Clover, the new problem child of Shonen. I originally gave it 9.5. I bumped it up to 10 when the new video came out. When we did the next video, I should say. You originally gave it a 9. You bumped it up to a 10 when the next video came out. The other video, we both gave a 10. I'm going to bump that first video up to a Hall of Fame.
I was thinking that as well.
Because he was so disingenuous with the bullshit.
Yeah. Give me both of them.
Both Hall of Fame?
Yeah, because even the second one,
it's a companion piece.
Where he just rocks it back and just goes, no, I was wrong. If only I had read 2 more chapters. Dude, you reading in 25 chapters and then doing a hit piece like this? And then you just run it back so hard?
Yeah, it was big. It was
disgusting.
I
was pissed. I'm getting pissed now. Because he's a bum. And he's over here liking motherfucking Demon Slayer? When it's worse? When it's doing nothing?
There should be no reason you love Zenitsu and hated Ashta for 2 episodes. Because it's only 2 episodes.
Yeah.
That he said. He was 2 episodes and it's already kind of getting good. But you're jacking off to in Zenitsu? No.
But then again, somebody in the Discord did say that his Demon Slayer video is just basically him praising the art and the sound and very little else. So
didn't he have a video that talked specifically about Zenitsu?
No, that was our boy Nux.
Okay.
I was just saying he's praising the fact that he's praising Demon Slayer when it has Zenitsu, and Zenitsu, if you're looking scream to scream, there's no comparison to him and Asta.
Shouldn't be. How does Araki present the theme of fate in part 5?
That was a really bad video.
I gave a 9.5, you gave a 10.
I gave it a 10.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I'm thinking with my 9.5.
Can I hear a little bit of that? That might go down.
Okay.
That might be one of my classic in the moments. Just shotgun. Cause I'm too emotional sometimes. I will admit that.
Our video should not be
it shows up first.
Who's read or watched?
You said the Abakio part put it over the top.
Oh, the Abakio part.
And now, of course, it does not want to play.
Anyone who's read is word referring to fate and destiny, but very few people actually appreciate just how deep the rabbit hole goes when it comes to this theme. It's referenced throughout the franchise.
Oh wait, this is the theme video. Rip.
You good with the 9?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with the 10.
Everything great about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind, we gave a 10. That was the very first part we said it's a negative 10.
Dude.
And then we just never rated it more after that. It probably deserves a Hall of Fame, but I can't give it because it's not a real video anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, it doesn't deserve to be in there with the actual argument videos that are bad. This is just dude trying to make some jokey jokes and failing.
Yeah.
Really hard.
That's why all the ones after are just pure, like us, just live streaming. Whatever.
Those weren't live streams.
Yeah. The first 2 were not live streams.
How did we do
We just straight revisited.
Whoa!
The first one was called Part 1 Final Question Mark. Because I didn't know if we were ever going back to it. We just went negative 10. This is horrible. Yeah, those first 2 were not live.
Bakugo ding. Bakugo ding.
Tap, tap, tap.
I'm done.
Everything great. I just did that one. Suicide Squad. Why it's actually a great superhero movie. I gave a 9. You gave a 9.5.
Bump that down to. Can I hear a little bit of that?
Yeah, because I was thinking even maybe 8.5 at this point.
Because I think I'll be pretty comfortable with a 9.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle.
I remember
They need to be a collage of climactic moments that pay off fan expectations by using the best elements of the source material. Take a look at Captain America's Civil War. It felt like a comic book came to life. Because of this trend, going into theaters, your question isn't, I wonder what problem the Suicide Squad is gonna solve today. Your question is, I wonder if they're gonna get the characters right. I wonder if the Joker is gonna be good. I wonder if we're gonna see Deadshot be a freaking badass. So, under that criteria, Suicide Squad absolutely nails it. The first 40 minutes feel a lot like a comic book, actually, with amazing character vignettes that feel lifted directly.
I'm not doing points.
To a straight 9?
Yeah, just straight 9.
I can't believe
pretty bad though. It's pretty bad. I need to listen to that. I'm gonna go back and listen to that almost after this video.
I'm gonna do 8.5. Dragon Ball Perfected Fighting: The Anatomy of Anime. I gave an 8. You gave an 8. I'm gonna bump that up to a 9.
Any particular reason?
Yes, because I remember my original point of I thought this was just about Dragon Ball, but it was about all anime. And now thinking further back, how long into JoJo's were we when we got this fight? And you mean to tell me that Dragon Ball Goku versus Vegeta perfected it?
Mm-hmm.
So no, I'm not allowing it. Why? I don't like...
Meme just goes, this is Katana. This is Katana! She got my back! She cut all you in half with one sword, so I just like mowing the lawn. I suggest not getting killed by her sword. Her sword traps the souls of her victims. And we're out of here. That's Katana established. People praise that movie.
Do you plan on covering Simply Dad's Persona videos? If we find a good enough one, sure, why not? Which videos have most likes on y'all videos? Probably the it might actually be the not even the freaking Oceanus one. It might actually be the Why I Love Zack Snyder. I think that might have the worst ratio. I don't know if it's the most dislikes though. The most dislikes is either Oceanus or the Bleach one because they both sent their fans after us. I'm curious, why do you hate the Chimera Ant arc? Again, one day maybe I'll do a video on it, but I really hate it.
It's short answer. It's trying to say a lot without actually not saying it. It's like the human, what is it to be human versus what is it to be a monster? And it hurts because Meruem was out the womb a horrible monster. It's like, okay, so are all Chimera Ants horrible monsters? Well, no, we have examples of ones who are not a horrible monster. So why is he? And then Gon starts acting so irrationally for this dude that he has seen up until this moment 2 times. He's acting like freaking Killua died. Things like that. Though it's we made a couple videos on Hunter x Hunter, and like I said, stay tuned for the Totally Not Mark. He's gonna talk about all the themes and all the touchy feelings and
of Chimera Ant. So yeah, we got Chimera Ant video coming up.
Yeah,
that is a revisited.
Absolutely.
So definitely tune in for that. Thoughts on covering anything by the anime man? Nobody is off the table. As much as we love manga comment, he was like, "Hey, One Piece." And if he
put out the video.
If he put out the video, we have to.
We don't want to do this to you, but put out the video.
Yeah, like the thing is, the people we revisited, we have no animosity to them because we don't know them, and we actively like manga comment, and we used to actively like iPad Wolf. There's like. But if we think your arguments are potentially bad, we will go after you. Point blank, period. There's no favoritism here. Fate was the word of the day. Dude, Fate was the word of the day for anybody doing the part 5 stuff. If you're talking about themes, it is awful. The most nothing video ever. Now everybody's just quoting the Katana stuff.
Because it's great. It's so clunky. It's like, not only was it just, hey, here comes Slipknot, the man who can climb everything, doesn't even have a graphic, and got in 3 lines in the movie and head go pop, but it's also just, did we establish Katana? No, we didn't. How do we do that? Let's just have them say, this is Katana! She got my back.
Why I don't like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, -10, -10.
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame for you?
Big time.
I think I might actually be there with you.
I can't see how you wouldn't be.
Yeah.
That was such a... Oh, you guys keep asking me how I feel about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Fine, I'll tell you. All the characters are flat. What do you mean by that? Moving on. But wait. Crap like that.
The Rise of Bleach, 4 years later, -10 from both of us. That was Emran's first video.
Okay, 10 is apt.
Yeah.
He it wasn't as much synopsis as he was actually responding and clarifying and saying why Bleach is actually good. Wasn't a good video, but it's not what he was.
The Fall of Bleach, how it happened, 9.5 for me, 9 for you. That sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds good.
The Fall of Bleach, 4 years later, 9 for me, 9 for you. That sounds about right.
That sounds about right.
Bleach Rule.
All right. Oh boy.
Documentary, Hall of Fame from me, Hall of Fame from you. That sounds about right.
Of course. Was that the first? Where we were just like, yo, this is something different. This hitting different. We need some sort of other classification for this, because this was just bad, and not only bad, it was lazy. Hard numbers.
Ooh, it was so bad. The Last of Us isn't that bad. You guys are just dumb. You gave a 9. I gave a 9. That's about right.
Cosmo. Yeah, I would have preferred to hear better arguments, but he it was a bit of fluff, and he didn't really say too much.
There was nothing that really angered me out of that, except the Joel not beloved character thing. That was stupid.
Winnie the Pooh is a beloved character on now.
The comprehensive list of plot holes in JoJo's, that was a meme video, and we fell for it.
I still stand by that. Screw that.
Yeah.
Because I don't like mixing valid criticisms with jokes.
Yeah, it's part of the reason I really don't like Cinema Sins.
Yeah, because at a certain point, if somebody goes, "Oh, this is a bad point," even if you didn't mean it as a joke, you could be like, "Yeah, that was a joke," and nobody could ever say anything otherwise. And it's just a bad point, and then they go, "Oh, you fell for it." Well, what in that video would he consider to be actual points versus just the jokes? And there were some things that were just like, "I see what you're doing here." On further inspection, and go, okay, that was a joke, but then here you tried, and no, I don't like that. Get it out of here.
How does King Crimson
Hall
work?
of Fame. Hall of Fame.
10, Hall of Fame. That sounds about right, sir.
That was terrible, and it made it worse. Nope. Dude tried to explain, and he goes, "You guys don't understand. Here, I'm gonna explain it to you."
Like
Naruto just floated up there.
Do you understand? Do you finally understand what I'm talking about?
It was supposed to happen, so it just happened. Moving on, and we're breaking down the whole universes and crap like that. Yeah.
The Beauty of Nin, a tribute to the best power system in Shonen. You gave it a 9. I gave it a 10.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, I did not like that video.
Okay, that's fine.
Hall of Fame. Dragon Ball versus One Piece, which is better?
Go down, if anything. I mean,
that could probably be your 11, because you said there
not yet. Maybe yet.
Dude, that video was
is terrible.
Again, I had to write an entire script, 2 scripts of why this is as bad as we think it is. And looking back, it's even worse. It is the worst video I have ever seen, because he's so just like fence riding that it's just like I don't know. It's good over here. It's good over there. Everybody gets a point. Yeah. What do you guys think? No, screw you. Put your opinions out there, or don't put out the video.
Meme, I don't want Cosmo to know that One Piece even exists. I don't want him to even like it. No. I would go nuts.
I could easily see Cosmo not like an Usopp. Oh, I would go tremendous. I would go bananas.
Yeah, JXC, I really like them. They make some really good videos.
Anybody that's slagging off Cinema Sins, I usually check out. That's how I found Bob Vids, and I love Bob Vids now.
Yeah. Jay, they were they make a whole lot of other videos. I think they moved away from the Cinema Sin stuff, and now it's just like movies and just normal critiques. They did a 5-hour video on Doctor Who, and I'm like, oh, I wish I was a fan. I knew about the Doctor Who stuff, so I could check it out and just go, yep, they right up. Because I sometimes like watching. I've gotten a little bit further away from it now, but I sometimes like watching stuff that I like watching people trash stuff I don't know about. But this is something different, because not only is it something I don't know about, it's also Doctor Who, which has all backstory and stuff. It's not like Ruby, because basically how I got into Ruby was somebody trashing it. I'm like, yo, this is bad. It's real bad.
So, and you want to understand just how bad it is.
Yeah. So I would totally recommend JXC. They're very funny.
The Dragon Ball versus One Piece video is how I found this channel. Hey, thank you. That's great, Leo. We don't want to be found. Honestly, we're terrible YouTubers. We say it all the time.
But I really enjoy that video.
I had so much fun with it, and I love listening back to it.
Because it was really bad.
All right, we're almost done with this, and then we can start answering questions. No one understands Fairy Tale. You gave a 12. I gave a goat negative 10.
It's a big old stinky 12 there. Oh, Oh, that was a special video. That was just like, dude, you doing all this for Fairy Tail? Yeah. What?
Yeah, that was it. Why Natsu is a great protagonist. You gave it an 8. I gave it an 8. You gave it an 8 as well.
Yep.
7 reasons to watch Fairy Tail. You gave a 9. I originally gave a 9. I bumped it down to an 8 when I watched the next video.
Mm-hmm.
Why Fairy Tail is the best anime. I gave a 9. You gave a 10.
It's a really bad video. It's a very funny video.
Dude,
though.
It's one of our funniest videos
Very funny
ever.
video. But just go on. Here are my top 10 animators. 13 on that mug. Him going, here are the 5 reasons why I like shows. And then he just goes, I also like shipping. It's like, wait a second. That's not one of those 5 things that you listed. Why are you talking about it? And he just goes, all the music. All the side characters. He just starts listing characters. No traits.
Fairy Tail is trash, not. And here's a retrospective. Hall of Fame, -10 for you. Hall of Fame, -10 for me. That is actual. This is where the problems start coming in. Fate and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I gave it a 10. You gave it a 10. I'm bumping that up, Hall of Fame.
And that's odd because I'm bumping it down to a 9.
Okay.
I think at this point I'm just like, Fate, you do you. I remember there being some bad arguments.
Some of the worst we've ever heard.
Well, some of the worst you ever heard. Don't put that on me.
It wasn't some of the worst you ever heard? What's so great about My Hero Academia? You gave a Hall of Fame 10. I gave a regular 10.
That was a chunky boy.
Stepping back, I'm going to give that a 9.5.
You are wrong.
Yep.
And I'm right.
Bump that down a little. Just Stop is wrong about Demon Slayer. I gave a 9.5. You gave a 10.
Yep.
He's
very wrong about that.
I'm going to bump that up to a 10.
Yes. Because he is that was a terrible video.
Mm-hmm.
Legitimately. Just cutting context. Defending this horribly. He's an ironic character.
Yeah.
That's my argument. He's ironic. And I'm right. And there can be no other arguments. Moving on.
So, this is what his list looks like now. Let me see. Let me scroll all the way to the top. Brilliance of Golden Win, Hall of Fame 10. Impact of Dragon Ball, that's a 7. Ooh, I should have kept that 0 there. Originally a 0. Bump that up to a 7. Jinbei is more than a character, 8. Dragon Ball GT, what the hell happened? 10. Team 4-star reviews, One Piece Stampede, 9. No one understands Fate and JoJo's Hall of Fame, 10. Why you should watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5 go to win, that's a 7. Can Batman beat the Avengers, that's a 9.
Terrible.
The Genius of Hunter x Hunter, that's an 8. Hunter x Hunter is a masterpiece, that's a 9. Gold Experience Requiem isn't a Deus Ex Machina, that's a 9. Perfection of Giorno, that's a 10. Why you should watch Hunter x Hunter, that's a 9. Why I Love Batman v Superman, that's a Hall of Fame -10.
That's a really bad one.
Dragon Ball Super Broly, that's a 10. Naruto Nails, but everything fails, that's a 10. Why you should still watch Hunter x Hunter, that's an 8. DSP is everything. Dragon Ball A Narrative, that's a 10. Style over Substance, that's a -10. Hall of Fame. ReZero is a masterpiece, that's a -10. The New Problem Child of Shonen, Hall of Fame 10. Black Clover does not suck anymore, Hall of Fame 10. Rocky presents the theme of Fate 10.
Oh my goodness.
Everything great about JoJo.
Oh my goodness.
Why is Suicide Squad 9? Dragon Ball Perfected of the Art of Fighting 8. Why I don't like JoJo 10. Hall of Fame. Rise of Bleach 10. Fall of Bleach 9. 4 years later 9. Ruined Reputation Hall of Fame 10. Last of Us 2 9. Comprehensive list of plot holes 10. How Does King Crimson Work? Hall of Fame 10. Beauty of Nen 9. Dragon Ball vs. One Piece Hall of Fame. No one understands Fairy Tail 12. Don't put your hand in your face. No, sir. You look up in pride at that negative 12.
My goodness.
Why Natsu is a great protagonist. 8. 7 reasons to watch Fairy Tail. 9. Why Fairy Tail is the best anime. 10. Fairy Tail is trash, not Hall of Fame. Fate and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, that's a 9. What's so great about My Hero, Hall of Fame. Just Stop is wrong about Demon Slayer, 10.
I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 Hall of Fames.
Whoa.
And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 negative 10s.
So you have 24 out of 43 videos. You have half of your negative 10s. Half of your
Yes.
Me, Brilliance of Golden Wind, Hall of Fame. Impact of Dragon Ball, that's a 4. Oh, I should switch that up. That was originally a 0. So, put that at a 4. Jinbei is more than a character, 9. I originally had that as an 8. So, everything else should be fine. Dragon Ball, what the hell happened? 10. Stampede, 9. No one understands Fate and JoJo's, 10. Why you should watch JoJo, 7. Can Batman beat the Avengers, 9.5. Genius of Hunter x Hunter, 8. Hunter x Hunter is a masterpiece, 9. Gold Experience Requiem isn't a Deus Ex, 9.5. Perfection of Giorno, 10. Why you should watch Hunter x Hunter, 9. Why I love Batman v Superman, Hall of Fame, 10. Dragon Ball Broly, 10. Naruto Nails, 10. Why you should still watch Hunter x Hunter, 7. DSP is everything. Dragon Ball and Narrative, Hall of Fame, 10. Style over Substance, Hall of Fame, 10. ReZero's a masterpiece, 8. The new Black Clover, 8, Hall of Fame, 10. Wow. Black Clover does not suck, regular 10. Araki presents the theme of Fate, 9.5. Everything great about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind is a 10. Suicide Squad, 8.5. Dragon Ball Perfected Fighting, that's a 9. Why I don't like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Hall of Fame, 10. The Rise of Bleach, 10. Fall of Bleach, 9.5. 4 years later, 9. Ruined Reputation, Hall of Fame, 10. He sucks. Ran, you suck. The Last of Us isn't that bad, 9. Comprehensive list of plot holes, 10. How does King Crimson work? Hall of Fame, 10. Beauty of Nin, 10. Dragon Ball vs. One Piece, Hall of Fame, 10.
This is a bad couple videos.
No one understands Fairy Tail, GOAT, 10. Why Natsu is a great protagonist, 8. 7 reasons to watch Fairy Tail, 8. Why Fairy Tail is the best anime, 9. Fairy Tail is trash, not, Hall of Fame, 10. Fate and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Hall of Fame, 10. What's so great about My Hero, 9.5. Just Stop is wrong about Demon Slayer, 10.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
Hey!
Hall of Fames. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
Hey! We are weird.
So that's, didn't it go exactly as planned?
Nah, it went as well as you could ever hope.
I mean, really the point of this was just like, were we being a little too harsh? And then going further, it's like, we probably weren't harsh enough.
We probably were not harsh enough.
This is very indicative of YouTubers. Just this. Certain YouTubers have certain things. Some just don't explain things. Some explain things so poorly. It's very odd how that works.
Yep.
I wouldn't prefer that everybody just be homogenized, but at the same time, I would prefer that at least most people be good. And like, what are some good anime YouTubers?
It's hard. I can't really think of one.
Just like consistently good. Am I subscribed to anybody that's just?
Yeah, go ahead and check. I'll look through the people. Will you cover Cosmo's DBZ video? You know what? I definitely want to do that. Character development is overrated, but I also really want to do that Cosmo video, that DBZ one.
Yeah,
we'll decide which one we do after the Mark video. I can't post links in the chat. Yeah, unfortunately, that's how YouTube goes. Just put it in one of our videos, and we might be able to get it through that. Doctor Who is just like Shonen. I really want to get into Doctor Who. I just cannot click the button.
Yeah. Doctor Who, and you don't want to get into like the fifth Doctor and everybody like, oh no, that's the wrong Doctor to get into, and then you go, oh man, and then people go, no, it's the fourth one, that's the one, and then you don't know, it's a little, you don't want to start at the beginning because that's old stuff, and it's bad special effects and things like that.
That doesn't bother me though. I like the original Supermans.
And then the H Bomber guy Sherlock video. He talks a lot about Doctor Who.
Oh, you finally saw that? Dude. Godlike.
He talks a lot about the Brands video is my favorite video of his. That crap is
the which one?
The Brands.
Oh yeah. The woke Brands.
Yeah. Fantastic. But yeah, he talks about, and I don't like watching things that I like get bad. And especially going into it where you have the mindset if it's gonna get bad. So you watch it with the mindset of, was it always bad? Is it always bad? What things are going to connect to the bad things? And it's kind of hard when you get into that. So, yeah, maybe one day when I'm just like really sick or something, I'll pop it on.
Thought on trash School Days. It is trash. School Days is one of those things when I was really into Higurashi that I was like, I really want more cutesy but kill each other stuff. And it was just not very good. I did not enjoy it. I might get banned. Thought on Redo of Healer. Redo of Healer is pretty disgusting, but I've only read so much of it.
What is it?
Basically, a guy is a healer, which is like the lowest class. Every time he heals somebody, he gets that pain into him. And these people, these heroes, have treated him like complete dirt, giving him a drug to mind control him, and a way to break through your level is to ingest the semen of a hero. So there would be men coming into his cell at night to get his semen, and it's just constantly happen over and over and over again. So he finally broke through that mental break of being controlled, and they took out like the demon lord, and he was like, I want the power. I've got the power now. I'm going to redo this whole world, and I'm going to break each and every one of you mothers that hurt me. So he goes back to when he first got picked up as a hero, and he's doing all the things so he can break through that mental block earlier, so he can get the powers earlier, so he could just make them hurt. And that's basically all it is. And now it's just, he's in his new world, slowly just taking revenge on everybody that hurt him.
Okay.
But it's pretty disgusting. But I'm into the brave stuff right now, so yeah. It's a dark series. Alfonso, so you guys hate Batman. I hate Batman. I don't know how this kid feels about him.
I don't like his portrayal because he's got to be the smartest dude in the room. Because he's the dude without power, so he has to justify why he's in the Justice League. And if it's not the money thing, I can hide everybody with my money, it's got to be the smart thing. It's got to be the logical thing. And it's just sort of like, come on now. Let somebody else do something.
If Batman...
It's not favorable, my opinion of Batman.
If Batman did not interact with other like godly heroes like Superman and Wowo and all of them, if he was dealing with more like Green Arrows and stuff, that was his team up, I think my opinion of Batman would be much higher than what it is. But there is literally no reason he should be touching Darkseid. None. And yet he is. Redo of Healer is really dark. Worst MCU movie. If we're counting, I like the Incredible Hulk.
Are we talking like pure? This is Marvel, or are we talking about Fox and
MCU?
And Disney? As just the Iron Man, Avengers, all stuff. That.
Everybody in their worst MCU movie.
Captain Marvel's in my mind.
Captain Marvel's up there.
Because that was
and this isn't like because There was an old podcast we used to do, and we named our favorite heroes. And Captain Marvel was my number 3 hero. I love Captain Marvel.
But my whole problem with that movie is I just hate women. So the argument ends there. No, it's just she's just a little bit too. She was snarky and smarmy and quirky and quippy without actually being likable.
Understandable.
That's the biggest thing.
She was like smugly.
Yeah, she was very smug, and I'm like, and then it's just, well, just break the thing on the back of your neck, and you're a million times better. You are the greatest person of all time. And then she just lets Ronan the Accuser go for no reason, and nobody can actually touch her. Nobody could touch her before. And then she gets her power. It's just not a very good movie. And keep in mind that I hate women. It's also a lot of girl power. You know why it's called the cockpit? Because you're a man. And it leans into that. So much so that that was a lot of the marketing where, if you remember, like it was one of the trailers, like she's a hero, or the hero we need is here, and
it was hero, but it was her.
Yeah, it was some kind of phrasing of hero, and then they just removed the O, and it was just her, and they just go woman, and I'm like, make a character who's a woman. Don't make a woman who's a superhero. As in, you can do whatever you want, but you're going in with, all right, how do we make this the most female empowering in the entire universe? And go, no, make a good movie, and then we'll figure out. And if you make a good movie, you'll get your female empowerment there. It was just a little bit too much.
As far as worst MCU, it would either be Iron Man 2 or Thor 2 for me.
Yeah, Thor 2 was a pretty bad one.
Thor 2 was pretty trash.
Let me see.
Yeah, go through the MCUs. But from right now, maybe even Ant-Man and the Wasp, I didn't get anything out of that.
Yeah. That was more forgettable than bad. Thor: The Dark World, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Age of Ultron. Really? Under Thor? Okay, then. Captain Marvel, Iron Man 3, First Avenger.
That's weird.
Ant-Man, Guardians 2. Now, we're the weird people that don't like the Guardians.
Give me Guardians 2. That Pac-Man.
Hold your comments.
That Pac-Man was trash.
Yeah, Guardians 2 was really...
Give me Guardians 2.
It was painful sitting through there. Because it was just rapid-fire jokes, and like 1 of 10 are hit. And
give me Guardians 2.
I'm not going to go Guardians 2. I might have to rewatch that. Because it's sort of like the funk of...
I had to stop you from leaving the theater.
We were also alone.
Yes, but I had to stop you from leaving the theater.
What was it?
The Pac-Man.
What was the Pac-Man?
He was fighting his dad, and he became a giant Pac-Man.
Yeah. Yeah, you did have to stop me. Wow, that was bad. Yeah, pick your choice between Ant-Man and the Wasp,
Thor 2,
Iron Man 2, and Captain Marvel.
What do you think of Final Fantasy 14 story? Never played it. I plan to someday, but I'm not into MMOs like that. What is your opinion on the Dark Knight movie? I think for what they were going for, that's probably the best Joker.
The Magi.
Oh yeah, I haven't read Magi yet, but I plan to. It's on the list. As far as the Jokers, it is the best Joker in universe that they've done. As far as the best portrayal of Joker, I think it was Jack Nicholson, the best adaptation of Joker. But for the best Joker that they have in their universe, I don't think you can touch Heath Ledger's. That being said,
he's very captivating. You watch him when he's on screen.
That being said, I liked almost nothing else about that movie.
We have several Dark Knight videos on deck that we just never pulled the trigger on. Because I personally don't like any of those three. It's a sliding scale. I think that The Dark Knight Rises is the most entertaining because it's the most bad and it has the most problems.
The Dark Knight?
The Dark Knight Rises.
Okay, Rises. I was about to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dark Knight itself is just fairly nothing, and Batman Begins is okay. Yeah. So, and like I said, we got plenty on deck because they're all beloved movies. There are people that defend The Dark Knight Rises when there are so many problems.
So many.
The trilogy itself, I don't think is particularly good. I think that it gets by a lot by Christopher Nolan's name. The fact that it's Batman, the fact that it's realistic. It's got some good acting. It's got some, all the stuff that you need, cinematography, all that stuff. It's just that the story is not very engaging. When it's very theme heavy of just like, what does it mean to be a hero? Blah,
and
blah,
as
blah,
far
blah,
as you guys know, we us themes don't need them.
Yeah, Dark Knight trilogy. It's there. One of the first. I swear is one of the first videos that's on the actual list. We should probably just make the list public.
Yeah, that would be fun. But as far as
it's the second video.
So my brother and I used to do bad movie days where we both get a day off from work or whatever, and we just sit down and watch 3 movies and just rag on them as we watch them. It'd be a horror, it'd be an action, and it'd be something else. It used to be comedy, but we had to stop comedy because it just was not fun. But there were several times we did the entirety of the Dark Knight trilogy because we hate watching those movies.
They're not good.
They're not good. I'm not good. Have you heard of JRPG Lunar Silver Story? Yes, I have. Never played it, but I've heard of it. I have a lot of JRPGs I want to play. Right now, I want to play Xenosaga, and that's what I'm going to focus on.
You missed the Persona 3 question.
Have you only played Persona 3? No, I played Persona 2, Innocent Sin, or the other one. I played Persona 2, I played Persona 3, I played 4, 5, never played the original.
The original what?
The original Persona.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played spin-offs of the Personas, basically all of them. I haven't played Q. I want to play Q, but I have never really found the motivation to. It's over there, but whatever. Played Fest, all the spin-offs of 3, the dancing games, which are fantastic. Royal Golden, all that good stuff. I like 3.
Yeah, 3 is probably the best story to me.
Yeah. The only problem I had with 3 is I played it right after I played 4. So it definitely lessened, especially, certain fight things are done better in 4.
It's just like our friend Mike. He went from 5 to 4, and he's just like, it's not 5.
Yeah.
But, it's good.
That's the biggest problem.
It's just not 5. So, yeah, for Persona, don't start with 5 and then go backwards. Yeah, just start with 3 if you're going to start. And then move up. I
also don't like the characters as much in 3. They're probably my least favorite gang of 3, 4, and 5. Because I've only played 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah. I like Junpei for the most part. Yukari is roughly whatever. She's kind of bratty.
So is Fuka.
Mm-hmm.
She's just mostly whatever, just nice girl. And our girl Haru does nice girl better.
Yeah. You know what? You're probably right. 3 probably has my least favorite cast. Favorite VTuber.
So it was always my very first thing. Our power would go off a lot at our old house, and it just went off. And I'm just like, and we're just sitting down in the living room, just talking or whatever, and conversation lost. So I'm just like, I'll just watch something. And I'm just scrolling, and I just saw a video that was just like, it was Detroit Become Human, and it was Usada Pecora. What was it? She questions. What I gotta read this exactly because this is what got me into VTubing. Pecora Detroit. Because this is a great clip. Pecora is shocked by police brutality and then commits it herself. I saw that and I love Detroit. I love watching people play Detroit. And that was just in my recommendations. And I've never seen the VTuber thing before. Wasn't really aware of them. Clicked on that, died laughing. Pecora was my number one for the longest time. Number one now is Lulu Suzuhara. She is the best. She's not funny. She's not loud. She's nothing. But she's my brand of boring. I have a very specific brand of boring and she fits it so darn well. She's got a great voice. Nobody's rocking her though. Lulu Suzuhara, Usada Pecora, Sakura Miko. My number 4 and my number 5 always change. Number 4 for the longest time has been Momosuzu Nene. She is very funny. She's a nerd. She's the biggest dork, and people only now started rocking with her once she changed her outfit. She was always the best. You bunch of bums. And Suisei. Suisei is, I've said this in a past live stream, she is the most complete idol that there is. She's the most complete VTuber. She's got the dances, she got the singing. She's very, very funny. If you go, I need just an entry-level VTuber, it's either her or Pecora, because Pecora is very, very funny. VTuber talk over. I don't get to talk with people about VTubers. I have so many opinions.
Because Marvel is not a well-known hero and the movie kind of trashed on the potential. Yeah, it was. Dude, I love Miss Marvel, now Captain Marvel, and it's just. And then Leo talks about Miss Marvel. I love Kamala Khan. I played the Avengers game recently because it was on PS Plus. I was never gonna buy that game. And make it a Kamala game. Every time I wasn't playing with Kamala, I just went, "Hey, give me back Kamala."
That mug wouldn't have sold.
No, but here's what you do. You do lead up stories to the Avengers. So you make them AA games and make them $20 each. So you can have a 4 or 5 hour Kamala game, 4 or 5 hour Hawkeye game, and then you can have a big old Avengers game for $60.
Whatever. And Marvel being not well known, a lot of people say that, but then you have to go, people love Guardians of the Galaxy. And who's rocking Groot? Who's rocking Groot in 2003?
I remember when Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom was coming out and they leaked all the characters accidentally. And Rocket Raccoon was one of them. And people went, who the is Rocket Raccoon and who wants him? And then 3 years later, it was just like, my God, Rocket! Oh my God!
Where are the rest of the Guardians?
Honestly, do y'all not remember when Iron Man was a B-tier hero?
Just some dude.
And now Iron Man is synonymous with superheroes.
Spider-Man was never just some dude. Spider-Man was always Spider-Man. But Iron Man was he's just one of the Avengers.
They rocked out Thor into A tier.
So yeah, they can do whatever they want to, and especially now that they're getting a little bit bold with what's the Karate Man coming up? Shang-Chi. Yeah. They're just getting a little bold, especially now with the COVID. They're just like, if it flops, it flops. You know,
just throw it on Disney Plus.
Yeah. So they're just rocking it. So yeah, I don't really subscribe to the whole. It wasn't very well known because if it's good, people are gonna come see it, especially if it's a woman.
Opinion on Iron Man 3.
Hate women.
I hope people know you enough to know that you do not hate women.
Much.
Opinion on Iron Man 3. I liked Iron Man 3 mostly. There's a lot I don't like about it. I did like the kid and Iron Man's dynamic. And I like the twist with the Mandarin.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like the twist with the Mandarin, but
it's like a 7 movie, 7.5 movie.
Yeah, nothing. It's one of those movies. There are a list of movies, especially Marvel, where I'm like, I saw it once and I never need to see it again. My number one always go to is the Wolverine. I saw that once and I'm like, thank you, and I've got enough.
Never again.
That's one of the ones where I'm like, I'll probably revisit Iron Man 3, probably go through all of them, 1, 2, and 3. But the Wolverine, I'm like, I have no reason to ever sit down and watch that ever again.
Where we thought on I'm way past. Favorite Medaka Box character. Kumagawa Masogi. Literally my favorite character, one of my favorite anime characters of all time. Such a negative person, is just like a negative person can never be a positive person, and yet he keeps trying. He's an amazing, and his power is broken. Have you played Persona Q and Q2? No, I think I played Labyrinth, or is that Q?
I have not. I want to, because I see that there's a lot of just interactions between. I love interactions between characters from different Persona games, and I've seen a couple of clips. I'm like, I'm here for this.
I would legitimately buy,
which I would like.
I would legitimately buy a Persona visual novel.
Absolutely.
Where it's just reading the words and them interacting, and you have almost no agency.
Absolutely. Just give me these kids interacting, because I love them so much. I got so hyped when there was just like the tiniest hint of a crossover between Persona 3 dancing and Persona 5 dancing. I'm like, oh, you gonna make
me? Thoughts on Ghost of Tsushima game? I love Ghost of Tsushima. I haven't finished it yet, but it's a very good game. I basically started it around the same time I started Days Gone, and I went, I should stop playing Days Gone, because Ghost of Tsushima is just way better. So I stopped playing Days Gone.
Our little brothers love it.
What?
Eric and Corey love that game, especially Corey.
Days Gone?
No.
Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, dude, it's incredible. Definitely play it someday. My favorite VTubers are the ones that imitated that one word from that moment in early GTA 5 with Franklin and Lamar.
That would be Sakura Miko. She started that whole thing, and then there is a huge compilation of VTubers saying that word. And then once they got the license to play GTA 5 again, they went, hey, maybe don't say that word. And now they do not say that word because it's Japan. They're just like, hey, dude is saying the N-word in a funny singing sort of way. And they just imitate it. And they don't go, it's Japan. They're not like in the slave trade. I'm not entirely sure how much U.S. History they get. Yeah. So
let's not forget
that word doesn't really have much significance to them.
I don't think they have a lot of the sensitivity stuff we have. Because this kid once went to a con in Rome with a bunch of Japanese girl, and they called him.
It's a long story.
Yeah, I'm just telling the shorthand. And they called you Kuro-kun,
Kuro-kao-kun,
which is blackface kun,
which they were fine with. And if you look up clips of the Boondocks dubbed in Japanese, they're just throwing it around.
I need to look that up. I'm sure that's hilarious.
It's quite funny. So it's quite funny how that sort of thing goes on. If you got some time, just look up VTubers saying the N-word. There's a lot of them.
Is there a shonen arc that you would erase from your mind to re-experience?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Soul Society.
Soul Society is a good one.
I've read so many.
There is a tournament arc in Sket Dance. Sket Dance, I will always hype up Sket Dance. It's just a tournament arc where they go, it's super dumb. This girl has a dumb mouth, and she has an avatar on her phone, and she's like, my mouth isn't on this avatar, but over here there's this tournament that I can win the mouth. And Sket Dance is all just about this helpers club. So anybody can just walk in and go, I need help with this. Homework, cat stuck in a tree, anything. And they go, and she just walks in and just goes, can you guys help me get this mouth? And they're like, of course. So it's just 5 games. It's a shooting game, a sort of like real life, you have to romance this dude, Jojo visual novel sort of thing, cooking. There's this really intricate card game that he thought up all the rules, and it makes sense, and it's really, really good. And it's a sword fighting game. And it's just 5 really good character moments. Banger after banger after banger. There's this one, I'm just gonna say one because I highly recommend Sket Dance. It's just this really funny, really dramatic. It's off-puttingly dramatic sometimes, where it's just go, this is so funny, but then you hit me with this. But one of them is the cooking competition, and the person who there's somebody who on the team is a really good cook, but the person who gave the order, they screwed up the orders because they're a bit of a klutz, and it was just like, this person who we think isn't a good cook, they have to now do the cooking competition. And they go, oh, don't worry, I'm a good cook. And she cooks this banger meal. And the dude just cooks an omelet. And he wins. Because it's just like, you got to know the basics. And the basics of just eggs. And if you can make eggs taste amazing, you can do anything. So we don't even have to taste anything. And she just starts crying. And it's the first time that this hard, rough and tumble girl starts crying. And he just goes, now I know this, and it's so good. It's 5 legitimately amazing character moments. 5. Go! Reescat dance!
Oh, you know what? I take it back. I'll tell you the one I would love to re-experience. The 2-parter of Death Parade. Death Billiards. I would love to re-experience that last little moment again without ever knowing what happens, where it's just like...
Can I go the L arc as well?
Dude, L was tremendous!
Can I go just that first 26, 27 episodes?
Go ahead, go rock it!
That's a strong one too.
My God, L, that whole thing, that time skip ruined everything in Death Note. Everything. Dark Tournament.
Dark Tournament's a good one.
I would love to redo Dark Tournament.
Whole Cake. I love me some Whole Cake.
I'm good on a
yeah. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, I would have to really think about that. That's a good question. Maybe I'll think about it and put it in a Discord later or in a video later.
Yeah. And there's I don't like when people watch stuff with you and then they look at you and just go, what's their reaction?
Yeah.
But now I'm understanding it, like, they don't get to re-experiencing it.
But
so
they get to see you.
They're experiencing it through your eyes and seeing your reaction and just like, oh, this is my reaction. I understand that now, but I hate that always. Oh, there's a good part coming up and they just sort of look at you like, what is your reaction?
Yeah.
I always hate that. Read Scat Dance. It's like 200 something chapters. Read Scat Dance.
Yeah, I'll play it someday.
Hey.
I'm in the middle of Comey.
I'm talking about everybody. Comey?
Not Comey. Watamote.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm far away from Comey.
You're not far away. You're never far away from Comey.
Oh my God.
Comey is only one step away.
Oh my God.
Download Comey. Comey, y'all. Comey. So there was somebody who asked our top 10 anime, and I was just like, that's a very good question. I had to think of like 10 off the top of my head, and Comey and Watamote are totally both in there. And then I screwed up and just ended up having 12 because I forgot about both Claymore and Air Master, which are both incredible.
There you go. Is there... oh, you already said that. What do you think of Final Fantasy 9, 13, 13-2, or Lightning Return story? 13 and all of that was trash. There's nothing else to say about that. I have never played any Final Fantasy after 7 except X. I played a little bit of 12, but I never finished it. And 13. I never played 8, 9, 11, enough of 12, or 14, and I never finished 15.
13, I came off the back of Final Fantasy X, which I absolutely love. One of my like top 5, maybe the top 3 JRPGs of all time, and I came off of that. I'm just like, this is 3 more than 10. It has to be good. So I just sort of fooled myself into liking it until the very end, where I was just like, I don't know what's going on in the plot. I personally don't care. The battle system is not very good. I'm out. And then I just dropped it, and I never went back. I do not know what happens in any of those, what happens to the characters, anything. I like that black dude with the chicken in his head. He could have been beheaded 5 minutes after I cut off that game, and I would never know.
Favorite and least favorite One Piece arc. Least favorite is Fishman Island, number 1 with a bullet. Favorite is kind of hard. I might go
Whole Cake.
I might honestly go Whole Cake.
It's Whole Cake for me. Easy. No problem. I love Whole Cake.
Nope, favorite is Arlong Park.
That's fine.
Arlong Park is the thing that made me get One Piece, and I will always love it for that.
Big Mom is legitimately my favorite villain in any media.
Really?
Any media. I love her so much. She's so nuanced. You understand exactly where she's coming from. She has good intentions, but she's such a baby monster.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Her whole goal is, hey, I just want all the races to be together.
To be equal.
I'll be the mom to one of every child in the world. So everybody is connected through me in some way or another. That's why she hates the Giants so much, because they refuse to pump a baby in her. Actively refuse.
And she's just like, I want everybody to be giants so we can all look at each other on equal eye lines. It's good intentions, but she's such a monster. She's a baby. But she has her morals, and she's legitimately frightening.
Yeah, she's scary-ish.
That whole, when she got her cake and she after her hunger spot, and she just had that whole song, and she's just like risky. It's so good and delicious and fluffy and risky. I'm like, oh no.
Everybody's singing while the straw hats are sinking, and she's just like, you'll never leave.
I've listened to her 2 musicals so many times. Big Mom all the way. Would you buy Persona 5 Arena with P4? Absolutely!
It's not even a question.
That's my dream!
I would love it. I would eat it up. Soak every bit of that into
I just
my
want
marrow.
them to interact. I want to see how they would interact with each other. And I understand.
I just want 5 and 4 to interact, honestly. So you can throw 3 in there, yes, but I can live with or without 3 on that one.
Absolutely. And you can give me, hey, the people from 4 time jumped into 5, or you can give me the older version. I actually prefer the older versions because they're just like, yo, Chie's a cop who took down a bear. And I'm like, why don't we get to see that? Why is that just on the TV? Why is that not a game in and of itself?
And you got Rise just a poster on the wall and then subway station. It's like, no, what is she doing?
Rise still just rocking it, and the TV is just a well of information. They interview Yukako, who's still over there in the and had her inn, and just like the Yukiko, and it's just like the beautiful innkeeper that everybody comes to see. I'm like, come on, if you're gonna do it, you cowards. I would love it so much.
I would plop down $60 tomorrow.
It's easy. Just give me anything of them interacting. I understand that Q does it, but Q's over there.
You guys like Ace Attorney? I love the Ace Attorney games. I have played through the first 3 no less than 4 times each. Some cases are the circus case, my God, is it awful. Every time I'm like, I'll play through the game, I'm like, all right, what case is next? Circus case. I go, no. I go, oh no. There is not a single character I like in there. There is not a single scene in there I like. I hate the circus case with a passion, but I love the games. Best and worst ending of all time in anime and manga.
Demon Slayer is up there.
Demon Slayer had a really bad ending.
Legitimately up there. There's a couple of manga that this guy, please let me finish, that this guy recommended to me that have very poor ending, including one called Gamblefish that just, it was like 40 chapters of Mahjong, and then it just farted to the finish line, and it just ended. And I went, was it worth it?
Was it?
Was it?
Hey, Magician Girl hype, yo.
Yes, she was. She did that one thing and nothing else.
Nope.
Yeah, there's that. Naruto was big poop.
Big poop.
I do not like him just laying there and just going, you know what, Naruto? You were right. Why couldn't I just see that you were always looking out for me and you were my best buddy of all time and you the coolest dude and I just want to be your friend. You don't get to be my friend. I get to be your friend. And then they got their hand and it's in the shape of a heart and they just forgive him. Kakashi just goes, I'm the Hokage.
Oh yeah, and they're laying on top of
it's disgusting.
After the fight symbol.
And it's just, I'm Kakashi and I forgive you of all of your crimes, including several dozen samurai attempting to assassinate 5 Hokage, being complacent in a war that ended the lives of thousands of people. You are forgiven. You must wander this earth by your own choice and just help people, ... or something. And then they turn around like, all right, everybody, let's get in. We got kids to make.
Also, Orochimaru's over there.
He's chilling over there. He's free as well. How about you put a Chidori through his heart? He's a monster. He has several factories just full of human experimentation.
Nah.
Naruto's up there.
Bleach is up there.
Oh, Death Note.
Death Note's up there. Honestly, I could see My Hero ending up being the worst. It's going so far down.
It's going down, but
as far as best, Cage of Edens was bad too, by the way. But that was because they were rushed because it wasn't very popular. So they were like, "Hey, get an ending," and they were like, "Oh, okay, I guess I'll do this."
Flame of Recca had a very good ending.
Flame of Recca had a good one.
Scat Dance had a very good ending.
As much as I rag on Yu Yu's, it's okay. I wouldn't call it the best, but it's whatever. Best. I like Higarashi's. I really like Higurashi. I didn't like Umaneko's. Dang, I really want to talk about Higurashi, but you need to watch it.
Yes, I do.
And that Madaka Boxes was trash. Kenichi's was okay. I Shield 21. I Shield 21 might be the best I've ever seen. Nope, never mind. Slam Dunk. Slam Dunk is the best ending to a manga I've ever seen. They won their big game against the rival they always wanted to. The main character's back is toe up from the flow up now to the point where you got to go overseas to get rehabilitated. And it's just like, well, they did their hardest and they won that game, but they were so worn out they just lost the tournament. They just lost it like the 3rd round. It's just like, okay, now we'll see what everybody else is doing. It's not a super future thing where it's just like he hooked up with her and all this extra crap. No, it's like 2 months later, he's writing a letter like, how are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. And it's Slam Dunk, probably the best ending I've seen.
Claymore is really good as well. Claymore had a very, very succinct ending. It did everything that it needed to. Problems were solved. Thank you. Good night.
Favorite dub of mine is Ghost Stories. Is that the one where they are kind of like memeing the dub?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
Yeah. It's good in clips. If you just watch the full episode, it's just like, you can only watch like 3 episodes before you go.
I get it.
Yeah. Watch it in clips, I'd say, or just in small bursts.
Yeah. Anime or manga you would hate to have a live action movie made of? One Piece.
One Piece is too hard, and it's got a slow start as well, so people would be like, "Ooh, this kind of stinky."
No, I think you could, as long as you attach the Zoro quick enough, I think people would enjoy it.
One Piece is there.
One Piece is up there because it's too wacky. It's too wacky to push into a live action thing. Outside of One Piece, that's hard actually. Outside of One Piece, Death Tube, because they would go way harder into the torture porn stuff, and I wouldn't enjoy it.
You would have to. That's what you do.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because there's some things where you just go, I just want more of this stuff. And then you have to figure out, like, are we doing a faithful reinterpretation or are we doing Death Note where it's just going, we're just doing whatever we want to do. And
you're kind of here.
yeah, we got names, we got the sort of the settings and things like that.
This is kind of Death Note.
They probably could have just called it that. If they had not done Light and all the people, actual names and stuff, it probably would have been received better. But a lot of people's complaints are that Light does not act like this and things like that.
How about games you would like to forget and re-experience? Legend of Dragoon, one of my favorite battle systems of all time, and I would love to go back and just play it for the first time ever.
Persona 5 is good. I would like to be like a time traveler and just boot up Smash Ultimate and just sort of just poop. Just like Mario and Samus and just right out of like 2002 and just like, oh my god, what is all it is? Just go straight from the first one to Ultimate and just go on like, they had like 16 characters in the first one. They gotta be up to like 40 maybe? 40, that's too much. Let's put me down to 35 and then you just open it up and just everybody.
I like Death Note's ending. I just didn't like Nier. It was way worse in anime because Light got away and he didn't cry like a baby like I wanted him to from the manga. The ending itself is whatever though, but it's more like the lead up and the ending as opposed to just the ending itself. What do you think of?
But it's also Light just being. There's a lot of problems with Death Note, and it's mostly due to Light's complete arrogance.
Mm-hmm.
Some points it is just this is this character, and this is just what it is. Like the one where he just kills the L on TV, and it's just like you just played directly into my hand.
Now I know what you need to do.
Way too irrational, and then
but it's fair because that's the first time he gets it. So he's like, "Oh, this might be a problem. Let me hurry up and end this mother."
She should have thought about that just a little bit more. I would have made it a whole lot better.
I think he was a little drunk on power at that point, so I think he just wasn't thinking. What do you think of Yuno-san? Whatever. Never heard of it. I'll need to check it out. And it might go in the list.
Which one is it?
Way up there, Joshua Taylor.
Oh, Yuno-san. Is that the one with the big boobs, silver hair girl? If that's the case, I watched a couple episodes of it dubbed, and I kind of liked it.
Okay. Don't know.
People would make a really good live action.
Yeah, there's a lot that I could do.
That's just a boxing one, and that'd be really good.
Don't know how anyone can't say Drum Island is the best part of all One Piece. Drum Island is fun. Yeah, I like Chopper a lot in that, and Dr. Kurohara. But
and the moment where Luffy's climbing the mountain is very, very
it's probably the best Luffy moment in One Piece. I thought the bear thing was Akihiko. Maybe I'm misremembering.
Nope, it was definitely Chie. If you look on the TV, it's just like you need to watch the TV on certain days and you'll get information like that. Just little pieces of information. It's only her, Yukiko, and I think it's Rise has an album releasing.
Oh, I think Naruto too.
Naruto, maybe. I can't remember.
I think they just said Genius Detective or something.
Probably
next
something
Genius
like that.
Detective.
No, on the movie, on the TV, they go, here's the new Prince Detective.
Yeah.
And I think they might have even said Naruto. But it doesn't matter. Just look up the wikis and you'll see that. And maybe I'm wrong. Hey, maybe I am
Akihiko
wrong.
did also.
Maybe both did, and it was just her tribute to them because they did have an interaction.
Are you going to make a reaction video for E3? I might live stream it with a couple of my friends. One of them already said they were down. The other one would probably pop in when he could. Yeah, I might just do that. What is your opinion on Haikyuu? Haikyuu is boring.
Okay, no, I was wrong. Although not directly mentioned by name, a panelist on the TV indirectly mentioned Chie as being part of a police academy who, although is not a police officer, is described as one tough girl who knows kung fu.
Okay, so it was Akihiko.
Yeah, that's the bear.
Okay.
But still, she's in a police academy. And that's all you really need to know about that. I was wrong. Hey. I'm admitting that I was wrong, but hey, guess what? We're all a little bit wrong, so we're all correct.
That's how it works, right?
That's how it works. I can't admit that I'm just wrong. I'm on YouTube.
Yeah, Haikyuu is boring.
Yeah, Haikyuu is very boring. I attached to almost no characters. I like the two managers. The two managers were very good, but I love deadpan characters like that. And then the other little blonde managers, I like. She made me laugh. That's all I can really say. They explained. Oh, go ahead.
As far as sports manga, like I've watched so much sports stuff that it just feels so basic.
Yeah, and they had already done like 2 or 3 volleyball games, and then they just went, here is what this position does, and here's why this position can't move over to this position, and this and this. And also, I don't like shows where a character is unexplainedly good, and he is amazing at jumping, and that'd be fine if he was just normal good, but every time he jumps, the people who see him for the first time always have a shocked look on his face. So he is amazing, and there's no reason why he should be amazing, because in his little backstory, he is just basically training by himself in hallways and in the corner of the gyms. So he's just amazing. And yes, there are people in the world that are just amazing, but this is an anime. I would like to see him work up to that, because there is no like because I watched the whole first season. There's no times where he's wearing weights and like jumping or anything. He's just
even something like that. You could just go, well, he's just really good and he's training it up and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like Ice Shield, I say this a lot, but he's running away from bullies all of his life, so he's learned how to cut through people in the underground subways, and that's just the stuff he uses. And then he also trains it while playing football. So it's something like that I would like to see.
We got a little show that's coming out probably.
No, it was supposed to come out last week, but or in the month of May. But during my birthday week, I was just so like done. I just didn't want to do anything.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
So, but I'm back at it now. I'm like editing and let's get it done.
Yeah. What it basically is he tells me to watch something and I tell him to watch something, and we come back with all of our thoughts and everything. And he told me to watch Haikyuu, and I gave all my thoughts on it, what I thought was the problem. So I still have the notes. I probably still have those notes.
While you're looking at that, we're only 20 more minutes, and then we're going to bust out of here. By what point in Black Clover should I know that is for me? What is the Arlong Park equivalent? The underground cave arc.
Yep. That is, I want to say like 30 episodes, and might be a little bit later.
Yeah. If by the end of that you're not in, you're never going to be in.
Yeah. And if you're like 14, 15, 16 episodes in and you're getting nothing from it, I'd say just stop, because that's enough time where you got enough of the characters, you got enough of the world, you got enough of the fighting styles. And it's just going to basically be more of that. But if you can get to the cave stuff, the underground cave stuff, and rock that out, if you're out, you're out.
Koski, you are late.
I do have those notes, and there's quite a lot of them.
Yeah.
We recorded that in July. Well, I gave my notes in July 2020.
So yeah, eventually I'm gonna put that up. I'm gonna put a little disclaimer before, so people know it was an old microphone and everything, so we sound a little But yeah, that's all gonna go up sooner or later. Sooner rather than later, actually. You think Black Clover is going to have a good ending? No.
Really?
The current arc, like I said, I'm not very much a fan of it, and they're delving more and more into this demon stuff.
Yeah, the demon stuff. If that's the direction that they're going, then yeah.
Yeah. If they move away from that, I think it's got a chance for it. But if it's just more of the demon stuff, nah, no thank you. Imagine a CGI for a One Piece live action movie. Arlong Park would be a parabola.
It would be really bad.
Parabola.
And I've been pushing to watch the Full Metal Alchemist and the Attack on Titan live action for
Bad Movie Day.
For our Bad Movie Days, because the Attack on Titan live action, it looks real bad. And it's just like, yeah, the Titans are supposed to look bad, but they look bad.
What do you think of Dragon Ball Evolution? Trash.
It's really bad. It's trash. Not even like fun bad.
No.
It's just,
we watch a lot of fun bad things. I Frankenstein, stuff like that. That is fun bad. Mortal Kombat Annihilation was fun bad. It is not fun. It is just bad.
Yes. And I'm assuming it's way worse for people that actually like Dragon Ball, because it's just a complete betrayal of characters. I always just like, he should have had a fish and just like, see you later, Krillin, to the fish, and just go, there's your Krillin reference, because who cares if you just sharting over everything, just shark.
Favorite train wreck anime. By that I mean it starts great, but after 3 or 4 episodes you realize it's King's Game. King's Game.
If you had not put starts great, but after 3 or 4 episodes, my favorite trash anime is Fairy Tail. I love it. It's great. It's absolutely totally watchable, and it's terrible. King's Game,
King's Game.
Boy, it had a start. It's just like it had the premise and everything.
The opening.
That opening is amazing. King's Game. People that don't know, King's Game is just like there's this app that's just like it comes into your phone and it just goes, all right, you're a part of the King's Game now, and now people have to do these certain things, and if you don't do it, you die.
If you don't do it by X time, you die.
Yes. And it's a great premise. Great little premise.
Even the first episode, I would say, is pretty good.
But then it just starts to get so dumb. Like, there was this one dude that was just like, he has to do something by midnight, and if he doesn't do it, he dies. And it's like, it's not like you just drop dead. They normally just end up by suicide. So they're up all night just going, we're not going to let this happen. We're not going to let this happen. We're going to sit here and we're going to watch you and you're not going to do anything and we're all just going to be fine. And then midnight hit and they go, yeah, he did it. He's safe. And he goes, all right, everybody. And the dude that's just like, he had to do something by midnight. He just goes, all right, I did it. All right, y'all, I'm going to go to the kitchen real quick and grab something to drink. And they go, you go ahead. And then somebody gets a call just like, hey, those all the clocks in the house were 5 minutes fast. It's actually midnight right now. And then they go, oh my goodness, the dude. And then they go into the kitchen and dude done killed himself. It's like, why wouldn't y'all wait at all? Why would you, the second that it happened, you let him out of your sight? It's like, what are you doing?
It was so bad.
And then one of them was just like, you two gotta have sex. And the dude was just like, I'm not going to do that. And
that's your girlfriend and you're my best friend. I'm not going to have sex with her.
And the chick was like, yeah, you are. And they knock him out and then they have sex. And I'm like, homeboy knocked out. What happened there? Was it just a little limp noodle? Does that count? It is terrible.
It is trash.
It is terrible.
Why don't you guys like Fishman Island that much? It is a, hey, look at what the Straw Hats can do arc with a non-threatening villain, a bunch of side villains I do not care about, and the worst supporting cast in all of One Piece. All the arcs. There's only one side character I like, and that's Shirahoshi.
And the Otahime flashback went on a little bit long.
Yeah. Least favorite Nintendo franchise. Not that.
Metroid's good. Link is good. Mario's good.
Maybe Kid Icarus.
I've never played enough of those to really have an opinion. I've only really played Donkey Kong 64, but I played Tropical Freeze. That was a fun game.
It'd probably be. I can't say F-Zero. I love F-Zero.
Yeah. I'm just going through all the Smash characters in my mind.
Maybe Duck Hunt?
Yeah, it's a hard one. Yeah.
I'd have to actually look them up.
Yeah.
But nothing sticks in my mind because I think most Nintendo franchises or games are around a 7 or 8.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Death Note one-shot? Amazing. Ending trash, but amazing.
I don't think it's trash. I think the ending it could be better, but it's fine. It's a cop-out, sure, but it's a bunch of petty people.
Thought on Megalobox 2, have not seen it yet. What's your favorite concept art for any game? NRS likes to put a lot of their concept art in the crypt and you unlock it. And there's a concept art of Jackie and some of her outfits, and it is tremendous, and I wish we got it in game.
There are concept art of early Haru, and she is more aloof. You can see it in the actual intro, where she just sort of has a half-lidded expression. I'm like, what would that Haru have been like? Mm-hmm. And I just question that, and I've always wondered. I've always just really liked that.
What's your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh series and Yu-Gi-Oh character? Manga is Yu-Gi-Oh GX. That's my favorite series, period, for Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh GX from the manga, because that manga is balls to the wall, tremendous. As far as favorite character,
Pegasus.
Pegasus for you?
Maximilian Pegasus.
It's probably Kaiba for me.
He's a lot of fun.
I loves me some Kaiba.
Very flamboyant, very fun.
Been trying to cope with this spring with, dude, you took a bump. You took a bump.
Dude, I always say, if you ever get hurt at work, stay down. You either going home for a long time or you getting some cash in your pocket. Some hush money at least, but you just, whatever happens, you just make it worse. Just like, oh, a box sort of fell on my arm. A box. And then let's put this knife here. Like, oh, that knife could have hit me. And, oh, man, there's some shellfish. I'm allergic to shellfish. That's a problem.
You're just pointing everything out on the ground. Yeah, that over there. Like, it hit my eye, and I don't...
The sun, that window is open a little too wide. The sun hit my eye. Cataracts. That's a problem for people like me.
I got asthma, and the dust was. What do you guys think of Fairly Odd Parents? Grow Up, Timmy Turner. I refuse to watch any of those live action movies.
It's a bit too much. I don't know what they were thinking, other than just give the people more of what they want, and hey, we're not creative enough to make more things that people will like, so we're just gonna milk the things that people do like. And Butch Hartman is a scumbag, so I'm like, yeah, maybe not support what this man does when he stands up on the stage and just like, Jesus can cure autism. Okay, Butch.
Hey, fund my thing for a new... Yeah, here you go, Butch. Jesus,
But have you heard the good word of Jesus, though? That's what this network is all about. Didn't y'all know? I could have sworn I said that.
Oh,
whatever.
I got Jesus, your money.
Okay, you got our money. Where's the network? Can I have some more money?
And then he's redrawing people. He's sketching and stealing art. Dude, get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
Thoughts on the Mortal Kombat movie 2021? It is roughly okay. It is very bad in places, and it is pretty good in other places.
Kano is 10 on 10.
Give me less fights, but more substantive fights. I didn't need that big end action scene where it's just like, here comes Sonya against Melina for 2 seconds. Like, no. Cabal and Liu Kang, come on now.
Jax versus Hammer, dude. This is the fight we've all been waiting for.
Reiko,
that's the dude. Yeah. There's a lot of problems. I don't know what they were doing with that rating.
Trash.
The main character dude was just generic Oma family.
Cole Turner.
We don't need that. We're done with that. Yeah, it was. I think I gave it like a 7.
That even, and thinking back, it might be too generous. I might need to bump it down to like a 6.5 at some point.
I think 7 is fine.
What are your opinions on Breaking Bad? I love Breaking Bad. Didn't enjoy the finale too much because I feel like the end of, Walter leaving his kid and just on the run for the rest of his life was a much better story than this like cathartic, everybody gets what they want, everybody kind of wins. I wasn't a fan of that. But Breaking Bad is tremendous. It is well worth the watch.
Endings where everybody gets what they want is always kind of a cop out. I understand that maybe this is where you want to go. I understand that maybe the people wanted this a little bit more. But stuff like Attack on Titan, where it's just people are getting eaten left, right, and center, and this has been going on for however many thousands of years, and then all of a sudden it's just poop like a light. All the whatever spoilers things happen, and it didn't end very well. I don't know who's here who hasn't read it or is planning to read it, but thumbs up for that for everybody, because everybody got what they wanted. Everybody's cool except for somebody who I think we all know who it is. That didn't deserve that type of ending.
Y'all should watch that Death Game anime with magical girls. Let me know what it is, because I am all for Death Games. I remember that guitar scene that killed me in King's Game. Dude, King's Game, I remember I was forcing myself to get through the end of that. I mean, literal.
No.
I cannot not finish this.
Yeah, I could not. I got 3 episodes. I think it was when old girl was just like, this dude tried to sexually assault me, and then as the people around him are just like, what the f did you do? She's got this evil smile, and she's like, I got you, saying this crap out loud, and nobody's looking at her like, you lying? You lying? I'm like, oh,
this is you for real?
I'm like, okay, they're not even trying with this.
And that's what it is. They had a great avenue to try. Yes. And they went, no, because that's why Death Parade is so good, because they try. They get everybody an established character. They slowly break it down.
They got a premise.
And you're like, is this the good person? Is this the bad person? And then it just exposes the characters. But the system itself is a problem, because the girl just goes, you're not showing if these people are good or bad. You're just putting them to their breaking point and seeing if they're going to break. And that's not fair to people. It's so good. And then you gotta look at King's Game with this chick raping a dude.
Just whatever. Great intro though.
That intro is 5 stars.
Look up the Death Parade, the King's Game intro. If you want just a banger opening.
It's by Cold Rain. Their lead singer speaks both Japanese and English, so it's in English. It's post-hardcore rock. If you're not into that, you're not gonna like it. It's screamo rock and all that crap. Thoughts on Fruit Basket? Isn't that a slice of life, like romance?
Very romancy.
I am hands up, slide away from that type of stuff.
Yeah, I'm not a big romance person. I understand the cultural impact that Fruit Basket's had. It came back. A lot of people were happy about it. Not my cup of tea. I am a School Rumble person. School Rumble, I've heard it has a lot of similarities to Fruit Baskets. But I love School Rumble, which had an okay ending.
That sounded questionable from the second it passed your lips.
It had such a banger moment. Mm-hmm. And then it was just a lot of whatever after that.
Oh, no.
But it had such a 5-star banger moment that was just like, if I don't get these two characters together, this is the best possible thing. It's like they're clearly not getting together. Mm. So this is the best possible thing.
Okay.
That's all.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V and 5Ds are okay. I always meant to watch 5Ds because I hear it's very good. But I do not like the pendulum system of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Games after Synchro Summon and stuff.
It's all just it's just more and more and more. And if you're not on it, you're not on it. There was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game on, I think it was the Vita, that was just like, hey, it's 5Ds, but then they also had some pendulum stuff. Just a little slide that in there. I'm like, what is this? What's going on? Oh my goodness, he summoned a 6800 monster? Oh, I'm dead. Excuse me? Ref, was that legal? So yeah, you gotta know what you're doing, and Synchro Summon is fine, and then you got like little.
I was already kind of sliding out in Synchro Summon. Yeah. So Pendulum, it's just like it could be a monster zone or a trap zone. You got your Pendulum zone, you got your extra deck. It depending on where you put it on the field, it gets different effects. Ooh. And I'm just like,
hey, Celtic Warrior. Hey, you remember him? Celtic Guardian. Sorry, that's Celtic Warrior is Seamus.
Did you play any of the Yokai Watch games? I always meant to, never did. My backlog is I should open up my Steam account just so y'all see the amount of games I have and the amount of games I need to play. I can't learn Pendulum. Dude, it's
too much. It's like, what? Why can't we just? Cause
why can't I put my trap card down?
Why can't I just play? Here, it started off just like, and he's destroying the moon. It's like, wait a second, what? And then the next scene is like, all right, all that crap was just crap. We're doing this for real now. And then you go over here and just, you got your elemental stuff. And then, 5D, I mean, GX it didn't introduce too much new. And then you got 5Ds with the synchro.
I don't think it even introduced anything new. I think it just introduced new cards like the hero and all that crap. I don't think it introduced new mechanics.
Yeah. But synchro is just, you can just go from your hand and just synchro summon and you can, it's fine.
You can use your opponent's monster and you need tuner monsters. And I was just I was already sliding back with that. But Pendulums, dead. What do you think of Life is Strange 1 and 2? I loved Life is Strange 1. I was waiting on Life is Strange 2 to end, but I also want to play Before the Storm before I start playing Life is Strange 2. And I just got Before the Storm, so I'm going to play that, then I'm going to transition it to 2. I'm trying to get through Tell Me Why, but I'm just not feeling it. Forget Yokai Watch. Everyone should play some Monster Rancher. I love the Monster Rancher, Jay. See, this is back when it was like the wars of Monster Rancher, Digimon, and Pokemon.
Oh, we see who came out on top with that one.
But at least Digimon still stuck around for a while.
Monster Rancher was just like, oh, early grave.
But I remember the PlayStation
Put the dirt
games.
over it.
Arc V isn't just Pendulum. I'm sure it's not, but the second I see a Pendulum, I'm just gonna go, I don't know what the fuck is going on, so I care less. Did you play Sakura Wars? No, I didn't. Is that the shooter game?
I remember the movie had a bunny with goggles.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that is the end of my knowledge.
Could
be wrong. Been wrong a lot in this podcast.
Links are okay, but it put a number on fusions and everything. You just said a bunch of words to me.
Okay, yeah, I agree, meme. I agree. It's too much, personally. Next comment.
What do you think of Yu-Gi-Oh! 7? I think nothing of it. I'm probably going to catch up in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I've been watching the Japanese version, and I got through half of GX so far, so I can get to the next thing.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is very interesting. I'll just sit there and just go, let me pop on a duel. And I'll just look up Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel, and somebody on YouTube will have a full duel. And I'll just sit there and watch it like, it's good stuff.
Yeah, it's fun. And that is it for us. We are done.
All right.
What do we have coming up this week? We have Totally Not Mark stuff. The Hunter x Hunter video. And
re-uploading the One Piece.
We are re-uploading the One Piece, and I might play some Zero Time Dilemma just to try to get through this thing.
Has Bleach Man said anything?
They said they are trying this week. They're just seeing the schedules. Let's see. How's this week looking? I'm not sure because I'm going to have more debates. YouTube. Yeah. I'm researching stuff on Godzilla because of my debate for combat. Although, also, there are some chapters we got to do for fan fiction, but I might be able to spare some time to at least talk about it. Gotcha. Just give me a time. I could try to do it this week if I manage to wiggle my way through. So we're just waiting on them to give me a time. I might also upload the first part of the Bleach debate because I'm tired of these guys playing games.
All right. So there's that. There's that One Piece openings again.
Yep. One Piece openings. We have One Piece openings. We have Totally Not Mark. We have potentially the Bleach one. And potentially me playing Zero Time Dilemma.
And potentially you putting up the Check It Out.
That's probably going to be next week.
All right.
I've been uploading videos for 5 straight days. I want to give a little bit of a break to people.
Plus with this live stream as well.
Yeah. So
I think it's going to be 2 days from now. It's either 2 days or 3 days from now when Totally Not Mark uploads his. So we'll be on it with that. After that, we don't know what we're going to do. We'll just wing that. Might even be the Dark Knight thing. Who knows? Yeah, as always, stop coming to these.
And we'll stop doing them.
Godzilla. Yeah, they do. It's sort of like a debate Discord, and you think it'd be better if they are, but whatever. We are not Godzilla fans. Don't talk to us about it. I don't know.
Yeah, talk to Versus about it or something.
Right. Post a link. Yeah, give us Naruto stuff. We have enough, but there could be something better. We always need some stuff. We got those 2 videos, Naruto Talk No Jutsu and something Hypocrisy. Talk No Jutsu. Bam. Yeah, in defense of Talk No Jutsu by Mathwiz, we got that. And the companion video was... What was that companion video? It was talking in Naruto, and it was Hypocrisy.
Are you talking about the?
No, that wasn't it.
Yeah, I was about to say because that's that dude.
Yeah, that's this one, and they do a show called the Nin Show.
Ugh.
What's wrong? Is there an issue or what? I don't understand. But it's a good concept for a show. They just
Titanosaurus.
Not to my knowledge.
What's the good concept of the show?
Oh, the good concept of the show is they just take arcs of shows and they just review it. Okay. And they just go through a bunch of different.
Why is it called Nia?
Because they like our favorite show in the world. The conflict and compromise of Sasuke Uchiha. Ew.
Ooh, ew.
Maybe we don't do that. Yeah, give us Naruto videos. There's a couple of them that we got on deck because they're bangers. But yeah, we're always looking for more. So just give them if you want to see them. And what is it? 4 or 5?
We're doing 4.
4. We'll be doing 4. One of them is definitely going to be the hope and hypocrisy one. Conflict and compromise on deck, maybe. We got a bunch of them. There was one of them who responded to Plague of Gripes video, and that's
that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Yeah, throw it in. Get out of here. Stop coming. Legit.